Good evening, leaders. Today is the day we are going to become a lifesavers. Now we start our session with introductory note by Mr. Perumal, Invitee Inspection and Audit Head.
A warm good evening and welcome to all distinguished guests and participants to this record-making event on this victorious day of August 15th, where our country is celebrating the 70th Independence Day. Living a life on Mother Earth is once, let's lead it healthy and support others where we need to preserve their life in a medical emergency condition. We Invitee joining hands with all interested entrepreneurs in providing an online session on life-saving skills. It's all about basic CPR. Now I call upon Pulavar Manikam, Secretary IRCS, Kanchipuram District, to say a few words about this wonderful moment. Thank you.
First aid training is more important to every human beings nowadays. It gives himself self-confidence with self-protection. First aid is the assistance given to any person suffering a sudden illness or injury with the care provided to preserve life, prevent the condition from worsening or to promote recovery. In a cardiac emergency, every minutes are golden minutes. CPR is the goal in the first aid training. According to studies, only 46% of the individuals in need of assistance receive the help needed before a professional. If all of us has successfully completed a CPR course, there can be increased at least 80%. 70% of total out of hospital cardiac arrests occur at home and carries a high chance that a person who saved with CPR be someone you loved. Therefore, let's spread a word regarding what is CPR with the significance of learning its influence on the overall health of society. CPR can save a cardiac arrest victim life. The more people that are first aid trained and knowledge, the more the community has whole benefit. Today's the Golden Program is initiating this valuable goal. All are welcome to create a safety society. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Pulavar Manikam, for kind words. Now we are welcoming Mr. K. Satyanarayan to talk about the difference between the heart attack and cardiac arrest.
Very good evening. I will be much happier to be the part of this world record event, a skill for all to save all, CPR. Before going in to see the difference between a heart attack and cardiac arrest, we have to know where our heart has been placed. You can able to lift your left hand, fold your fingers. It has been exactly at the middle of the two nipples your heart has been placed. This is a place where your heart has been placed. Now coming to difference between a heart attack and cardiac arrest. Heart attack, whenever we have been talking about a heart attack, whenever a attack is a well planned event, it will take more than a day. Heart attack won't happen within a day. Heart attack is a mechanical problem, is nothing but a accumulation of a lot of fatty items in our walls. It will take more than 3 months, 6 months. So the durations will take, and also based on the blockage, the diameter will reduce. Based on diameter reduce, the pressure will increase, and pressure increases, we can able to feel the pain. It is known as heart attack. Coming to cardiac arrest, why cardiac arrest is a deadly disease? Why cardiac arrest is been contributing such a most deadly disease is nothing but cardiac arrest is an electrical problem. Cardiac arrest can able to happen to any person at any time. Whenever a person have been undergone a cardiac arrest is nothing but a sudden stoppage of heart, or the heart can able to pump with low voltage. If these two things has been happening, stoppage of heart or a sudden stoppage of heart, or the voltage where the heart can able to pump. Whenever these two symptoms can able to happen, our brain won't have that much of blood. At the same time, the blood can't able to flow to the brain, and also we can't able to get that much of oxygen to our brain. So that's a problem. If that is going to be happen, the person has to be treated within 9 minutes. After that, the person can able to call as a brain dead person. Brain dead person is being different from a coma person. Brain dead is a irreversible damage. So while we have been considering all this circumstance, the cardiac arrest is such a deadly disease. So what we can able to do as a citizens of India, we can able to learn the emergency formula. What is the emergency formula? We would have been learned in our child days, A, B, C, D. Okay. Before that, put doctors, DRS, doctors, A, B, C, D. We are going to see about what is D, what is R, and what is S. What is D? Whenever you are going to see about a person who has been fainted, what we are going to do? Yes, I can able to hear from you. You all can able to tell that yes, we will be going to help them. No, wait for a moment. Always, who is a first aider? A first aider is a person who can able to save his life first. So look for danger. If there is any danger, whether I can able to approach that victim to help or not, there will be a possibility of electrocution can able to happen, a chemical spill can able to happen, or in the roadsides. Okay, is it safe to approach that victim? Look for danger. If it is safe, go for next step, response. Approach that victim, check for response. How you are going to check for response? If you can able to know his name. If it is Ramesh, hey Ramesh, what happened? You can able to call his name. If it is a third person, you are not knowing his name, you can able to tell that, hey, what happened to him? Whenever you are going to look for response, don't expect a response that I've been good. It's not a response. Response can be a small movement in the face. For that purpose only, we can able to say that the persons have been splitting the water in the face. So to look for the response. If you are not going to get any response in this step, make sure that there is no injury in the head. You can able to slowly, you can able to tilt his shoulders for the response. If you are not going to get any response in all these methods, then the third step, go for third step, is a very important step. Shout and call for help. If it is a closed victim, it is an industry, you can able to tell that, you can able to call by a person name like Ramesh, go and call the doctor, Suresh, you go and call the safety officer, like that. If it is a public place, you can able to call the persons from their shirt colors. Blue shirt, sir, you can able to kindly call 108. So whenever you have been going to ask for help, be confident, as you have been a trained first aider. These are the things you have to be trained in such a way that to undergo any kind of emergency. Okay, by knowing this DRS, we can able to move further, we can able to learn about CPR. The CPR we can able to learn only by knowing this DRS. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, Satyanarayanan. That's a great talk. Now we are here about the importance of golden minutes from Dean Dr. Sendil.
Hi everyone, I am Dr. B. Sendil Kumar, Dean and Director, Allied Sciences, Vinayaga Mission Research Foundation, DMDP University, Salem, Tamil Nadu. Speaking about importance of golden minutes. The golden hour. The first 60 minutes of the care the patient receives directly affects the outcome. It is very important, especially in case of traumatic injuries and cardiac arrest, as this golden hour plays an important role in deciding the morbidity and mortality of the patient. Golden hours is not always a predefined time period. Sometimes, according to the severity of situation, the golden hour can range from few minutes to several hours. Golden hour is aimed to saving the lives of the patients who underwent major trauma from early deaths, mostly caused due to hemorrhage. In case of heart attack, the survival of the persons will depend on what action he or she, the near ones, and the doctor takes during the first hour. The golden hour provides a window of opportunity to the patients, their families, and doctors to take appropriate and fast action to save their lives. The reason is heart muscles start to die within 80 to 90 minutes after it stops receiving blood, and within 6 hours, nearly all the affected areas of heart could be completely damaged. It means the faster normal blood circulation is restored, the lesser the damage will be. It is believed that by 2030, India alone will account for 60% of world's cardiac patients, nearly 4 times its shares of the world population. The major reasons for this alarming statistics is lack of awareness towards healthy lifestyle and lack of knowledge of few simple steps that can be taken during emergency or before reaching the hospital. Out of people who die from heart attack, about 50% die within an hour of initial symptoms before they reach hospital. The chances of survival of victim can increase significantly if he is provided cardiopulmonary resuscitation immediately. Hence, people present at the scene can help avoid the risk of death by proving CPR in early stages. Providing BLS and CPR during the golden hour can help in preventing pre-hospital deaths from injuries as well as heart attack if there is a delay in receiving hospital treatment or medical care. Mostly, the steps we take in haste while attending to an emergency makes a deep rooted impact in saving the life of the patient. Thus, it is vital for all of us to learn BLS and CPR technique so that we can take the right measures when required. These are the simple tips like early recognition and initiating chest compression in cardiac arrest and protecting cervical spine with C-collar in road traffic accident victims. And for this, you don't need to be an expert in medicine to take these life-saving steps. Therefore, CPR and BLS should be mandatory in secondary level of education to all public service job holders as the chances of survival of victim increase double-fold if appropriate emergency medical care is provided immediately. Time is the essence while treating a heart attack or cardiac arrest victims. When the heart stops beating, blood flow to the body organ ceases. Of all the organs, brain is affected first. People become unconscious within 15 to 20 seconds after the heart stops, and chances of brain recovery decreases with the time so much so that irreversible brain damage is common if circulation is not restored within 5 minutes of cardiac arrest. The need of the hour is to train common people to do CPR and BLS before the victim reaches the hospital. These trainings will help them to learn special skills required to deal with heart-related emergencies, skills to perform CPR through chest compression, maintaining victims' breathing by providing appropriate rescue breath can greatly improve the chances of survival of these unfortunate people. If only all of us are aware of cardiopulmonary resuscitation, commonly known as CPR, which is life-saving medical procedures and aimed to make sure that oxygenated blood keeps flowing through the victim's body to be able to keep the vital organs alive until advanced care arrives. Many lives, including that our loved ones, can be saved. You too can save a life, and for this, you don't need to be a medical degree graduate. Thank you.
Dr. Sendil, you have thrown a lot of lights about the importance of golden minutes. Now it's a pleasure to call Dr. Mani to know about a life-saving skill, CPR.
Accidents can happen to anyone, anywhere, anytime. Millions of precious lives are lost due to sudden cardiac arrest, which could have been saved if there was timely CPR given by a trained person. CPR is the cardiopulmonary resuscitation, is the basic life support given to revive the heart and lung function in the victims of sudden cardiac arrest. It doesn't require any machine or medication. A simple training in CPR can save many lives. As my friend Satya informed, in any case of emergency, 3 things to be noted. Number 1, see for the emergency situation safety, whether the environment is safer for victim. If not, shift the victim to a safer place and he should be laid on a flat surface. Number 2, elicit the response. See if the victim is responding to the stimulus. If not, immediately assistance or ambulance to be called for. Now let us see the practical demo of CPR. First and foremost, check for A, B, C. A for airways, B for breathing, C for carotid artery pulsation. Airways, check for the patency of the airways. If any blockage is found, it should be cleared before administering CPR. Tilt the head backwards and chin upwards. Now check for breathing. To check for breathing, put your chin over the victim's mouth and nose and try to feel the breath. Look at the chest of the victim and observe chest movement for 10 seconds. Victim should have at least over 10 seconds 2 breaths. If not, CPR to be given. Next, check for carotid artery pulse with your fingers on the lateral to the Adam's apple in the neck. If carotid pulse is not present, CPR to be given immediately. Now, let us see the CPR demonstration. To give CPR, place the heel of one hand at the center of the chest. Then, put the other hand on the top of the first. Interlock the fingers. Then, push hard and fast in the center of the chest. The pressure should come from the back to push the chest wall by 2 inches, but not more than 2.4 inches. In conventional CPR, 30 compressions and 2 mouth-to-mouth breathing has been advised. However, as per the latest guidelines of American Heart Association, and an average 100 to 120 chest compressions to be given per minute, and this is to be repeated until the medical assistance arrives. Now, let us take a quick recap of the CPR. Airways to be checked, head to be tilted backwards, chin upwards, breathing to be checked, and observe the chest movements for 10 seconds. Next, check for carotid artery pulse with your fingers. Now, to give the CPR, place one hand at the center of the chest, then put the other hand, interlock the fingers, push hard and fast in the center of the chest, and the pressure should be given for about 2 inches downwards. Continue this until the medical assistance arrives. Let us take pledge that every Indian citizen to be trained in CPR. Remember, CPR is the skill for all to save all.
Thank you, Dr. Mani, for your outstanding knowledge sharing on CPR. I hope in the upcoming years many lives will be emerging. Now, I am delighted to call Dr. Suresh Babu to know the importance of basic life-saving course in school education.
இன்றைய இனிய மாலை பொழுதில் நிகழ்ச்சியில் ஆன்லைன் மூலம் பங்கேற்றிருக்கும் அனைத்து பங்கேற்பாளர்களுக்கும் எங்களது வணக்கத்தை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறோம். இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியானது இன்விட்டி மற்றும் பல சமூக நிறுவனங்களுடன் அண்ணா பல்கலைக்கழகத்தின் ஆர்மி மற்றும் நேவல் விங் இணைந்து நடத்துகிறது. இந்நிகழ்ச்சியின் முக்கியத்துவம் விபத்தில் காயமடைந்தோ அல்லது உயிரிழந்தோ ஒரு உறுப்பினரை இழந்து தவிக்கும் குடும்பத்தினருக்கு மிக நன்றாக புரியும். முதலுதவி அறிவு ஒவ்வொருவருக்கும் எவ்வாறு அவசியம், அது என்ன பயனளிக்கும் என்பது மிக நன்றாக புரிந்தவர்கள் அவர்களே. முதலுதவி என்பது பயிற்சி பெற்ற ஒரு நபர் நமது அருகில் இருந்தால் விபத்தோ அல்லது வேறு சில காரணங்களாலோ நாம் காயமுறும் பொழுது நமது உயிரோ அல்லது நமது உடல் உறுப்புகள் இழக்கப்படுவதோ தவிர்க்கப்படுவதற்கு அவர்களால் தரப்படும் சிறிய முயற்சியாகும். மருத்துவமனைக்கு எடுத்து செல்லும் முன் இந்த பயிற்சி பெற்ற நபர் நமது அருகில் இருப்பதனால் நமது உயிரோ அல்லது உடல் உறுப்புகளோ காக்கப்படுகின்றது. இந்த பயிற்சியின் நோக்கம் நமது அருகில் இருக்கும் நாடுகளை பார்க்கும் பொழுது இங்கிலாந்து போன்ற நாடுகளில் இந்த முதலுதவி பயிற்சியானது இளம் பிராயத்திலேயே, அதாவது பள்ளி நிலையிலேயே அவர்களுக்கு கற்பிக்கப்படுகிறது. இதன் புள்ளி விவரம் கூறுவது என்னவென்றால், 59%, 59% விபத்துகளால் ஏற்படும் தீய விளைவுகள் தவிர்க்கப்படுகின்றன. 2020 சைனா அதன் பள்ளி கல்வி திட்டத்தில் முதலுதவியை கட்டாய பாடமாக ஆக்கியுள்ளது. இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியின் நோக்கம் நமது நாட்டிலும் பள்ளி கல்வி திட்டத்தில் முதலுதவி பயிற்சியினை படிப்படியாக ஒவ்வொரு நிலையாக இளங்குழந்தைகளுக்கு பயிற்றுவிப்பதன் மூலம் பயிற்சி பெற்ற குழந்தைகள் பிற்காலத்தில் அவர்கள் அருகில் நடக்கும் இது போன்ற நிகழ்ச்சிகளில் இதில் காயமுறும் அல்லது உயிரிழக்கக்கூடிய சூழ்நிலைகள் வரும் நபர்களை அதிலிருந்து காத்துக்கொள்ள மிக்க பயனுள்ளதாக அமையும். எனவே ஏற்கனவே அரசு விபத்துகளை குறைக்க எடுத்து வரும் நடவடிக்கைகளுடன் இந்த முதலுதவி பயிற்சியினை பள்ளி நிலையிலேயே வழங்கிட ஏதுவாக பள்ளி பாட கல்வி திட்டத்தில் அதன் ஒரு பகுதியாக இதை வைத்திட நாங்கள் வலியுறுத்த இந்நிகழ்ச்சியின் மூலம் இருக்கிறோம் என்பதை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Now I hand over the virtual screen to Mr. Srinivasan.
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sashat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. On this prestigious 75th Independence Day, I thank all the good souls behind these initiatives and executed it in a grand manner. It's my privilege to thank Indian Red Cross Society, Mr. Pulavar Manikam, Punamalli MLA, Thiru Krishnasamy, Anna University, Navy and Army Wing, Dr. Suresh, ONGC, Dr. Mani, Vinayaka Mission University, Dean, Dr. Senthil, ISDE Academy, Mr. Prabish, Nadigal Trust, Mr. Ramraj, CROs, Sound Party, Kavingner, Indumati, AACEG, Founder and Managing Trustee of Heaven for Animals, Advocate Prakash Gant, Designer Jiva, and all the institutions who nominated their employees, and heartily thanks to all the participants who made it possible. Kindly fill the feedback form to nominate yourself in the initiative of making BLS in school curriculum. Once again, thank you all. We will meet you in a grand manner.